Hi there. A couple of months ago, the previous owners of Consolevania, Rab and Ryan, made an announcement in which they relinquished ownership of Consolevania and invited everyone and anyone to make their own episodes of said online video game review, comedy and philosophy show. And I'd like to talk to you today about one of these new types of episode, one of the new breeds, so to speak, of Consolevania. It's an episode made by a wee boy who seems to live in the woods, probably because he's in hiding for something unspeakable that he's done, by the name of Stu. Stu, as you can see here, is like a little shaved Ewok man, aged somewhere between 15 and 55-ish, I'd say. And he's produced what is actually a very heartfelt and horrible episode of Consolevania. Heartfelt and horrible is a good description of some of my favourite bits of Consolevania through the years. So he's definitely pitching a tone that I personally enjoy. But what stood out to me most from this episode, which you can find here, by the way, what stood out to me most were the stories, the reminiscing. Not just about gaming, but all of the background information and memories around the memories of gaming. It made me think about all the different colour tones that make up gaming memories and the different times of life that those memories come from. I do wonder whether I'm threading this narrative together years later, after the facts, but when I try to think of the fondest, vivid gaming memories, I seem to remember clearly a kind of tipping point of my nostalgia. There's a definite difference between the fullness of the spectrum of fondness I have associated with, for example, something like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, a ridiculous, fucking fantastic, fun game that I do love, that was out on the PS3 when I was 35, and X-Out, a not actually that great shooter on the Amiga that was out when I was 11. Metal Gear Rising is 100% a better game than X-Out, but my feelings about X-Out seem so much more layered and tactile, so incredibly atmospheric. I felt like I was playing a brilliant game when I was playing Metal Gear Rising, but I felt transported when I was playing X-Out. Now, let's try and keep in perspective who I am now while we're thinking about this. This afternoon, and most afternoons, TBH, I played with the cat for about an hour, because he won't shut up otherwise. And yesterday, I had a fully caffeinated coffee in London, and the intensity of that experience still has me reeling. What I'm saying is, I'm an old person. I visited London, right, and yesterday our train back from London was delayed by 2 hours, and it was more or less the worst ordeal that any human being has had to go through. Apparently somebody died on one of the lines, and that's why the train was delayed. But my legs were stiff and a bit uncomfortable for a wee while. Why is nobody writing articles about that? If somebody dies, that means their suffering's over. Dying's the better deal, as far as I'm concerned. We had a dog with us on that delayed train, and she wouldn't stop farting because she needed to go toilet badly. I would have gladly been dead than rather go through that, TBH. Games, I adore Metal Gear Solid 3, and I can remember how in love with how it was made I was when I was playing it, but I think it feels like it was after this tipping point that I was talking about. I can't show you how fond I am of my memories of Parasol Stars on the Amiga, but when I hear that music and I see the colours, it immediately taps into these wonderfully rich, full memories of lazy summer evenings, my bedroom windows lying open, sun showers battering off the tin roofs of the houses up where my ma lives, the smell of dry dirt in the air, nae hassles, nae worries, nae looking forward or back, just a 13-year-old boy in a mediocre game. Paris All-Stars is like a 5 out of 10. But the memories I have of playing it are easy 10s. Easy 10 out of 10. And I think it's the ease of living at that point of life that facilitates that 10 out of 10. While trying to think of the fullest, most complete, most perfect gaming memories, A-Train's the one for me. The number one. Such a whole memory. There's no other game I can think of from life where I had as much flow. It was play mixed with expertise. No having the experience, being the experience. I could feel the graphics of this game. I could smell the music, you know what I mean? What games do you think of like that? None? Maybe none? There was nowhere else I could have been when I was playing A-Train. I was right there. That version of me never had the slightest inkling that I'd be reminiscing so fondly of those perfect long nights with this beautiful game decades later. I remember it perfectly. I remember it as being perfect. I have to say, it's a ballsy move on Stu's part to be getting your arse out in your first episode. I wonder what he'll do in his second episode. Maybe he'll get his other arse out. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you to Stu, this odd looking wee man, for letting us be his hero and for making a good episode of Consolevania.
Fucking two of the baldiest fucking cunts you've ever seen in your life, video games BBC.
Although making your own music for your own episodes is a wee bit show-offy, I don't think there's really much need for that.
So this is me recording one of these, you know, these reaction videos that people do when they see things online. They do it on YouTube. It's like my reaction to Doctor Who, my reaction to Star Wars. Oh Jesus, what's that? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's the Evercade EXP. Oh, yes, it's got two shoulder buttons and it's, look at its D-pad. I'm a big fan of the Evercade, so I'm not going to rip the piss out of this here. Look at the viewing angles. I'm quite excited about this, and this is hot off the press. I wanted to slip this in before this episode went out, because I know all you grandas that watch this probably don't even have the internet, so you wouldn't even know about this. This is light, it's portable. You can even play the games in it now the way you used to have to move your telly and like put your telly on its side, and your ma would come in and go, "What are you fucking doing to the Sanyo? Get up!" You can actually just do it properly here. It's got a, look at this R-Type. You're going to have your R-Type on it with a printed game manual and a physical cartridge, and you know what I'm all about. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Evercade. I've got the Evercade handheld, the new, the Evercade Versus. I think is a great machine, great fun machine. I can't wait for this. They've made such a success of this line, and the reason why the Evercade line is such a success, I believe, is because it feels properly curated. It's a curated thing. Far better than getting something that works as an emulator for you. You get the Evercade and you feel like there's a hand guiding you through the history of video games, and I'm really excited about this new handheld. It needed a wee bit of an upgrade. I kind of feel like the success of the Evercade took them by surprise, and now they're just kind of stepping up and going, right, we need to take this seriously now, boys. Retro gaming leveled up. This is my reaction video, I can't believe it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. All these reaction video people are all kidding on, aren't they? It's a work.
Heroes Hour is an indie game. I know, I thought I would try out an indie game and just see what they're like. And Heroes Hour is currently only available on PC. I'm playing it on Steam. You lose army units in battle, so you should get reinforcements when you go into battle. Move on to the east until you find the town, take control of it. You can also pick up any stray resources on the way there. Basically what you're doing in Heroes Hour is it's turn-based, or rather it's sort of turn-based, because when it comes to the battle it's just real-time battle, but you can interrupt the battle to give the occasional order or cast a spell or something like that. I definitely would have preferred it if it had been I was about to say I would definitely have preferred it if it would have been turn-based strategy, but I think the way that the gameplay is set up in Heroes Hour is it encourages you to just click about and unlock things, which is how I like to play this game. It is called a strategy game, but I would debate how much strategy is actually involved. You are really just amassing resources and experience as you get more and more powerful and better equipped to take on harder and harder battles. The reason why I said that about turn-based is because I think it's the battles themselves that feel a wee bit like the weak link in this game, because when it comes to the battles, they kind of just feel like a random big rammy free-for-all instead of something that you've planned. I love the art of this game. I've seen other people saying that this is about a dog's dinner, this game, but I don't know what they're on about. I think this game is genuinely beautiful and so fun looking. The colours and the pixels is so comic booky, so cartoony, so much fun, and it does that thing. I don't know why this happens in games, but when you have like miniature structures, you just feel so much more involved. Why is that? Why do miniature structures and battles, why do they have a particular type of satisfyingness? That's not a word, satisfyingness. I'm not in the mood for nitpicking with Heroes Hour. It's very, very heavily influenced by Heroes of Might and Magic, which I don't really know much about myself, to be perfectly honest. I see this game and have played this game just like it was a thing that was a lot of fun. No nitpicking for me, it's just a hell of a lot of fun. There's loads of different factions that you can choose to play. There's loads of different map sizes you can choose. You can build your own maps if you want. In terms of like value for money, I think I paid about a tenner for this game, and in terms of value for money, it's ridiculous the amount of hours that you could get out of playing this. I just got sucked right in. I love it. I'm really fond of it. For every faction that you can choose from, they each have 6 different heroes, and each faction has unique structures that you can build in your town, and abilities and spells and things like that. There's a ludicrous amount of replayability for the price. I think it's fair to say that what this game does best is it gives you a taste for what this type of game is. The collecting resources and leveling up and collecting skills, and it's not actually as in-depth as it seems. It's not as in-depth as other games like this. It does appear to be sometimes. It's got a lot of background text, and it's got a lot of different types of building models and things like that. It seems daunting, but if you're playing it and just going, what's coming next? What is it going to show me next? Then you're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. Don't tell anybody that I said this, right? But this is actually what I like best about games like this, is just being massively overpowered. I like finding exploits in games, as you might have noticed before, and just absolutely squashing the computer AI. You can play I love the art in this game. You can play other humans, believe it or not, but it's only local multiplayer, so you have to sit old school, like right next to who you're playing with, and use the same keyboard and literally just take shots each playing it, which I kind of respect. But obviously that's not satisfactory for a lot of the youngins these days. The art is so cool in this game. The music is absolutely fantastic. I particularly like the piece of music that's in it quite often. That's got, I believe, a human child just in a bit of like a choir kind of singing in it. There's no this music here. I probably should have let you hear that bit of music to demonstrate it, but play the game instead. Just get the game. It's only like a tenner to buy it. I appreciate and very much enjoyed Heroes Hour. I like how streamlined it is for just having a bit of crash bang wallop fun. I like you can do things like you can when your city builds units or recruits units, you can set them up to just automatically be a caravan that moves straight to the nearest hero. It's a game that very much feels like it just wants you to have a bit of fun, and I appreciate that. Okay, I've run out of time. See you later.
There's a terrible thing that I am very guilty of, and it's that if a game comes out that all they ones are talking about, and you know what I mean here, when the intelligentsia get onto it and start talking about a new game, and they're like, you have to play this, or they're saying this is so daring, or they're saying this is an experience that has to be seen to be believed, it's art. I've got a wee bit of a problem. I tend to kind of go, fuck off. I'm not playing it. I'm going to stick on fucking Paradroid. I'm going to stick on fucking a wrestling game. Sometimes I just can't be bothered with the discourse. Do you know what I mean? And it's for that reason that I had never played Inside. Look at it. I'd never played it. And it was round about this point in the game when I decided I would start playing it on my Switch, go at a cheap wee price, give it a go. And I was stoning over at my screen in my living room, playing the game, and I thought to myself, this is fucking something. The intelligentsia were right. And I blasted through it in one night, Inside. I'm sure yous have all played it, everybody that's watching this. I don't know what these wee fucking things are. I don't know. Wee baby chicks or something. I don't know why they sound like bells. I don't know what's going on. Now, yous have maybe all played this, right? And I imagine you probably will have. You're informed, clever people. You are the hardcore. They used to call you the core audience. Nintendo used to refer to you as. But it had passed me by. And it's interesting sometimes when you go to a game for the first time that's been out for quite a long time and you get a chance to kind of appreciate it in a different kind of light. First of all, you're asking yourself, does it stand the test of time? Well, absolutely. I'm playing it for the... Jesus Christ. I'm playing it for the first... I mean, this is just horrible, right? I'm playing it for the first time. And it absolutely stands the test of time. If it came out yesterday, if this was a new game that came out yesterday, I would be like, oh my god, man, this is cracking. Have you played this, everybody? In fact, I was doing that. I was messaging people and going, have you all played Inside? Aye. Everybody was saying, aye, we fucking played it. We played it years ago, Rab. And we were telling you at the time it was brilliant. We, the intelligentsia, were telling you. There's loads of theories online about what Inside is about, because just in case you've no played it, I won't spoil it, but it has a brilliant ending, this game. Although some people say that the ending was a letdown or a disappointment or something, you know, they're wrong. But it has a brilliant ending, this game. It has a brilliant story. It really kind of challenges you a wee bit, you know. You're always kind of thinking, I see what this is, I see what this means, I see what this might be, but there's no easy answers in this game, you know what I mean? It's far smarter than that. But it's just a brilliant game. I didn't realise there would be so many wee kind of revelations, wee kind of, you know, surprising moments, surprising gameplay twists. No twists in the story, but just twists and gameplay mechanics like this. Like controlling these guys, and these, you know, you get these moments where you kind of go, oh man, that's amazing. I see what they're doing here. I see what this is, but they don't lean on anything too much, too strongly. I'm not doing a review of this. This isn't a review. But what I was wanting to come to was this. We have a tendency in video gaming, I think, when you're into the video games, you have a tendency to do two things, right? The two things you have a tendency to do is play the new stuff so that you can be part of the conversation, or revisit the nostalgic stuff, the stuff that you've played many times before. And I think a lot of stuff gets lost in that. There's a lot of stuff that you missed out on at the time, you didn't play, you missed out in the discourse, so you kind of feel a wee bit like, well, there's no point going back there now, there's nobody to talk to about it. I mean, doing a lot of thinking about that, about how there's older games, nobody can possibly keep up on everything that comes out. There's older games that when you play, you get excited about them and you want to talk about them, but the world has moved on. Feels like the world's left you behind, you know what I mean? I think that's why things like Discord and things like social media are good for that kind of stuff, for revisiting stuff. So I'm kind of thinking that what Consolevania doesn't have is any kind of active social media channel or any kind of active way is all engaging and talking with each other, and I think it's something that needs to change, because I've loved to have kind of, when I was playing Inside, to have spoke to all yous out there right then and there about this old game, and the knowledge that people weren't going to go, fuck off, Rab, man, we've all played this. And the knowledge that, you know, there's people there who are happy to talk about old stuff and happy to re-experience things or experience things for the first time, and no always be looking at the next game that's coming down the road, because I'll tell you something, very few games that are coming down the road as the new are as good as this fucking one. Man, what a game, what an ending. I could talk about it. How do I talk about it? Can I talk to you? Facebook? TikTok? Fucking no Twitter, that's for sure.
Been really life busy this month, and I started speaking to this new therapist in the south side of Glasgow. I have a latte and I go and see my therapist in the south side of Glasgow. Absolutely fucking sickening myself. But this new therapist, she's quite big on looking forward. She says she likes to look forward. You extract positives for days and you look forward. It's interesting. I find it interesting. I find me really interesting. I don't think looking forward to things is something I'm that good at, so let's try and look forward to some things. There's no release date yet on Codename Wandering Sword, but it looks absolutely scrumptious. These games have to be well written, obviously, you don't know until you're playing it, but it's looking really, really good. Something that is out now is the Playdate made by they people. The Playdate's a handheld made by hipsters like that bald guy. And the most surprising thing about the Playdate, I think, is it sounds like a wee ingenious invention, but the most surprising thing about it is that Rab hasn't got one on pre-order. If you'd have told me that there was a handheld out there that cost a couple of £100 and it's got a crank on the side of it, but Rab hasn't got one on pre-order, I would have said that you must be mistaken, I'm afraid. They're dead hard to get at the moment, the Playdates, because demand is seriously outstripping supply. The games would get sent to you on the Playdate, so you don't get to pick what you play. They send what they want you to play, which is good because you don't need to make any decisions. Hold on, there should be 4 years. He's there. I know absolutely nothing about this game, but I want to play it. It's called Mothman 1966. I can't make my mind up if that's a daft name or a creepy name. It looks like they're trying to be a creepy game, at least. And this is actually a wee bit kind of before my time, this kind of look. I don't really remember playing any games that looked or sounded like this. But it looks very, very atmospheric and stylish. I think I would very much enjoy playing this game. I like the colours and stuff. I'm a professional reviewer. I like the colours and stuff. What are you up to after this episode? Don't answer, I can't hear you.
Well, it's a very special Amiga day. I get sent this through the post. The postman brought it. And look at this, it's styled like an old telly for back when we were all young. Look who's here.
Amiga. Hi. Amiga.
Say your name.
Amiga. Jerry.
There it is. So let's have a wee look. Right, Ryan, you ready to have a look inside? What's it going to be? Oh,
What is it?
it's Ric Flair.
It's me.
Ric Flair's there. We get Rick rolled. Woo! When I first opened up this box, the sensor thing was working, and when I opened it, his thing played. Woo! A500 Mini. There's a wee thing, and look at this. Look, it's got my name on it. Robert. It's a whole load of sweeties that I'll be sharing with the boys.
What's the retro sweet?
Retro sweets are refreshers, Parma Violets, all the horrible sweets we don't like, lollipops and stuff. And sweeties we can't enjoy these days because our teeth are really bad and our teeth might come out. So Jerry, you have a wee sweetie if you want.
Come adorable.
There we go. Missed them. Well, what's this in here? A500 Mini.
Snus.
Let's have a look. What's in here? Where my wife just came in. No, you feel free to come in. Oh look.
Can I film your wife?
Can I have a why not?
Sounded wrong.
So turn the road film. Yeah, can I have a black coffee, please, darling? Thanks.
Yes. Jerry?
Guys.
Commodore. Cup of tea. Thank you.
Do you have any oat milk?
No.
No. Just a black coffee, please.
Yeah.
Aye, cheers.
Look at that. It's
Do
a
you get
USB stick.
with the box as well? Or?
No, you don't. I'm
No.
afraid.
Okay.
USB stick is a wee disc.
Huh.
Like a wee Amiga disc. That's nice. I think that's got games on it.
I didn't focus on that.
Sorry.
Oh, I can see it now. That's beautiful.
I think that's got games on it.
Beautiful.
There. There also came with a watch, a Casio watch that we all used to wear back in 1987. Well, maybe some of you did. We couldn't afford it. Us, we were working class. But there we go. There's a wee Casio watch at the right time. What time is it, darling? So it's going to be much later than that time now. And here we go. This is it itself, the A500 Mini. We're going to have a wee shot of this today. Look at that. All our favourite games on it. Zool, for example, up there, which is rotten. Let's have a look. Drink of that.
Just wee, instead wee. It's mini.
It's a little baby one, isn't it? Look how big I am now.
Right, the first thing that's bothered me about this, it's bothered everybody. Am I right, boys? We're bothered, didn't we?
I'm slightly bothered.
First thing that's bothered me about this is you can't use the mouse to select your options here. So the mouse is plugged in, but you can't actually use it. You need to use this controller.
It's a bad start.
Come on, lads.
It's a bad start.
Sweeties are good. Two alien breeds.
We're in, boys. We're in. We've started. I quite like this.
Zool, the best game ever, as well, of all time.
What do you think of this menu screen set up here?
It's quite relaxing.
Yeah, I'm pretty chilled at the
What's
moment.
this arcade? What's this pool game here? I'm very interested to see what this pool game is.
What pool game?
To the right. That's the arcade pool.
I'm chilled yet pumped at the same time.
Yeah, it's
pretty
quite
cool, isn't
nice,
it?
chilled music. So let's see what we've got. Let's go through it. So we've got Alien Breed.
3D.
Oh, Alien Breed 3D? I've never played that.
No.
Never played that because you needed the big
Looks like
fancy
them.
Amiga, right?
Looks like them.
And then we've got Alien Breed. We've got Another World.
Special edition 92.
Classic, right? One of my favourites. Arcade Pool.
Can't even remember that pool game.
ATR. I've got no memory of this
Don't know
abuse.
what that is.
remember that.
Don't know what that is.
So that's quite
Made
interesting.
that up.
Battle Chess.
Love battle chess.
Battle
I mean, I'm a
Chess.
chess player. I don't
once-
know if I've ever mentioned that, but battle chess does nothing for me.
No, you don't like Battle Chess?
What's a slot that could have went to Supercars, unless Supercars is here?
Why do you not like Battle Chess?
It's just, it's no real chess.
Is it too slow? Like watching the animations play out and all that?
I mean, it's quite repetitive after a while.
But there's a different animation for every single thing killing every other single thing, and it can be really interesting to set it up so that you can see every one of those
But that's
animations.
none of that's chess. Chess is chess.
Right,
Silly nonsense.
let's move on. Cadaver.
Cannibal Rank.
Great, right?
Brilliant.
California Games. Aye. Chaos
Engine!
When was the last time you played Chaos Engine, Jerry?
I know the next time I'm
See-
going to play
see
it.
that no, it's went away now. But it was showing you a screen there, and that, like the view of it is about that. That's the actual view of the game. You forget that you really can't see very far in the distance at all.
Aye, the baddies sneak up on you pretty quick, don't they? Right. But it's amazing.
Dragon's Breath, no idea what that is.
No memory of it at all.
That's quite interesting, isn't it? I didn't expect to see things that I don't know. I remember this.
It's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, hey boys, now we're talking.
You can see what's next.
Now we're talking, boys. Now we're
man.
talking, now we're talking.
What?
We've got 'em.
Kick-Off 2, man.
What?
Kick-Off 2. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Kick-Off 2.
Yeah,
Big
I mean, I
fan.
played
Excited.
it. No.
I'm a fan of Kick-Off 2. What else we got? Lost Patrol.
Don't remember it.
Oh, I like Lost Patrol. Well, I mean, it's no great, but it was impressive at the time. It's a kind of multi-stage kind of Vietnam game with kind of different mini games almost in it. It's good. Paradroid 90. Nah, it doesn't need to be there. I don't think. Paradroid's a C64 thing for me. Pinball Dreams.
Oh, very nice. I mean, fantasies would have been a wee bit better.
Good
but
choice.
It's still good.
Good choice. Project X.
It's decent. but
Never
it's
mad
not-
on Project X, nah.
No, it's far better. Sure, not.
5 minutes of fun.
Aye, how's the sweeties going?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Quack. Any idea?
I don't know what that is. That's like 4 games. I don't know what that.
The Sentinel's brilliant. The Sentinel's something special. Simon the Sorcerer. I mean, I don't think I've ever really played it properly.
It's a bit too English.
Oof. Oh, there we go. He went there. Speedball 2, obviously, has got to be in the mix. No surprise there. Yes! Yeah, I can tell you I'm very happy about this Stunt Car Racer. That is one of the first things I load up on an Amiga.
Oh man, I've just saw it. It's always next.
Supercars 2.
Supercars 2!
That's
the best.
Even the day, that's a good game to play. So
Yeah.
it's a brilliant.
Alright. Now, why is that on there? It's rotten, right?
It'll be political.
It's right, it will be political. Worms. And then we're back to Zoo. That's us. Now, hold on. I think though that wee USB stick I get sent might have more games on it, so So look, it looks like with the USB thing in actually, which looks like an Amiga floppy disk, that you can just load up any Amiga ROMs. Basically on it, which is good, right? That's good. We like that.
You'll not have the art and the write-ups and stuff like that to do it that way.
No.
I imagine, but
No.
you can just basically play anything.
No.
You can
Pretty
play
good.
anything.
Right then. Will we stick something on?
Nah.
What does anybody want
Just
to
jokes.
Let's put Chaos Engine on for Jerry.
Yes. The sweeties are starting to kick in there, man.
Nice trainers. Are they new?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice, mate. Very nice.
It's a hard to cut time and matter. It's out of control. A cloud of chaos descends.
I think we found the only guy that's ever read the story for Chaos Engine.
The results are soon discovered.
That's an iconic image, that, isn't it?
Big T-Rex at his face. Enter 6 hard-nailed mercenaries for hire. For hire.
Be here for a
I
while
remember, I imagine Jerry driving to work in the morning, maybe that's blasting out of the stereo. 6:30 in the morning.
Do you like that music?
Another well-rounded talent and a cutthroat bandit to boot. Stuck.
So the boys are playing Chaos Engine just now, 2-player. Ryan's using a Championship Pro stick that I had for the Commodore 64 Mini that came out for this same company. Needs a wee bit of reconfiguring. I don't think it's working quite right, so we'll need to get into the menus and check. But Jerry's quite happily using a controller there, having a wee bit of fun playing Chaos Engine, travelling back in time. But we've already kind of accidentally went out to the home screen and came back in, and you know it resumed okay, and it looks like there's save states so you can save in the middle of the level and stuff like that, so quite interesting. Nice selection of games. A reasonable start. I'm going to check out the CRT filter in a minute to see how it looks.
Can I take hits? You don't want enough health in this thing.
Stop taking it in the face, right?
Oh, I did it again.
Come on. Oh, nice clearance, Jerry, thanks.
Do you actually think you're going to score in
I
this
will
game?
score a goal.
A couple of 50-year-old men trying to score a goal and
I'm
kick
going to
off
score.
too.
I'm going to score, don't you worry about it.
If I get a wee
I was
header.
brilliant at kick off too.
Look at that!
Oh, there they go.
Whiz. It's a midfield battle here in the third division.
Oh, he's done it again, hold on.
You can't even work the controls.
To be fair,
It's just he's getting excited. He's getting excited. Here we go.
The joystick.
Oh, off him. Oh, there we go. That's defending, there's defending. I think Kickoff 2 is really exciting. Like a really exciting game.
I forgot about this.
What is
My
that?
corner, look at this.
Nice
Good,
one. Good
nice,
one, Jerry. Good
nice,
corner.
Jerry, nice.
Good
The
corner.
old skills are coming back.
Get back!
Look at that. He's through. Oh, the old.
Long
Listen.
ball.
He's done it again.
It's impossible not to touch that, isn't it?
It's this controller needs configured. It's a nightmare. It's no Jerry's fault. I want to give the viewers a goal. Oh!
Did I clear that? I think I
Look at
meant.
your massive old man hands, Jerry, on that joystick.
You laugh at me.
Oh, it's a corner now. Let's see a corner specialist. Watch this.
There we go.
Here we go.
Watch this. Here we go.
Coming in for a close-up. Go, Jerry. Right in. Swerve it right in. Bend it like Beckham. Beautiful.
Oh, wasn't bad.
Trick shot.
Oh,
Nice. That's it.
Oh, this is good stuff.
The crowd's loving it.
Oh,
Oh no! Keep sliding, take him down.
inches, man, inches.
No.
How long's this game going for? Tell someone scores.
Is there a time?
I don't even see it.
Back in the
Aye,
day,
there's a
they never-
time. 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And that's off. Oh, that composed. Right, okay.
quite good.
Composed play. Right, here we go.
Genuinely excited.
All the players are moving through the ball and stuff, the graphic of the ball.
Watch this. I'll show you a corner. Here's how you take corners and kick off. Watch this.
You have
Here he comes.
8
He
options.
steps up. He doesn't actually step up, doesn't he, player? Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
well, that's actually.
Oh, it was too much.
Somebody
Too
should
much.
have been there. That was a
It's
good
a good
corner.
dig.
A decent corner.
Take him down.
Oh, come on. It's so. See, this is a true skill. Sensible soccer, you're about 10-0 by now. But this is the true skill game. Right, I think we're done.
No, hold on.
I think we're done.
What was the score in the end?
Oh, well, I'm 1 shot on target to 0.
Oh,
Taking
that was a foul, man.
You think
it was brilliant.
You think it'd be exciting that there's only 2 minutes left, but 2 minutes feels like out of 3.5 weeks playing
Hold
this.
on.
Oh, that was a nice ball. Come here.
Look at this state
Right,
of
we
this.
good clearance. Good
Corner,
clearance.
corner.
I want to
Here's
just
corner.
admit that this is rubbish.
It's
Will
no
you?
rubbish. It's no. I'm a big fan of kick-off too. Big fan. Used to play this after school.
Aye,
Up Michael
there was-
Mooney's
There was
house.
nothing else to play, that's why we played it.
Good corner.
Beautiful,
Good corner.
beautiful textbook.
I need some more. I need some more sweets.
Oh, this is it.
Oh,
It's the best shot of the match.
Inches away. Both are saving the keeper. Oh, he's through.
This is so painful.
Nearly off the bar.
Nearly off. Nearly a miss.
Again, yep. Oh, we're away. What a ball. What a ball.
There's only
see,
30
I
seconds
see,
left
I
of the
see.
match.
We're only playing the half, so what's nearly left?
Get time to go away and have a snack. There's only 30
It's a game of
seconds.
nearlies. Oh,
Right, here we go.
I'm in so much pain.
Oh, come on. Look at that gentle touch.
Here we go.
Off him.
Oh, he's off. I don't even think he's sent off. I think he just decided to leave. Disgusted with himself.
Oh, dear.
Hey.
Playing the last. Oh, the time's up.
Oh, it might be time to take this. Oh, he's half injured as well.
He injured Nichols. A Nichols.
Select your sub, mate.
Oh.
Try and press the right button. Yeah.
Oh.
There's something you hate to select a sub and kick off. I'm trying to remember what it is. Anyway, we'll call it there.
Was it not on the keyboard? Was a button on the keyboard, was it not?
Great fun. I think it was, aye. Can you get your keyboard on?
So what was the...
Is it like 1 or something?
Let's try 1. That's like always an answer.
No. F1 maybe. F1 maybe it's one of the function buttons.
No.
No.
It's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting kick-off to...
Well, that was going to be a goal there, but that was
it
going to be.
No.
Look,
Here,
he's set up
Jerry,
there, it's
honestly,
like
you've got
it's-
no idea how many games I've played against Rabble that's happened where I'm in, it's the death of the
Then all of a
match,
sudden,
and it's
the
just
start button
it's just,
pressed.
What now?
the order goes out to all the players on the park, it's time to hack away.
Does it have kick-off 2?
Yeah, well, we stick on. Well, wait. Supercars.
Supercars 2 is brilliant.
I'll play anything as long as you've got a 2 on it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to stop.
No, wait, am I?
Supercars 2 is happening.
There we go, we're off. We're never going to catch up now, because that was such a disaster.
Are you red, Ryan?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was red.
It took me ages to figure it out, but I'm red. If you're having trouble going around the corners, Jerry,
It's just little bits at a time.
I advise that you maybe take your...
Let me just say something to you here. I kind of feel like this A500 Mini is selling itself to Ryan and Jerry. These guys are having fun. I mean, these guys are having fun. I know when my mates are having fun. Not just that, we get 3 generations here. Consolevania is all them.